everyone! So today I'm really excited about this video, and I already filmed it once, so hopefully this video will be even better because this is my second time around. This is going to be my makeup collection video, as well as an inventory, which is just a count of all of my makeup. I do want to go ahead and say right now, in case you are looking for a declutter video, because I know I really enjoy those, and I've been looking for a declutter video and thought I was watching it, and I ended up not being watching one. I was watching, that did not make any grammatical sense, but you know what I'm saying. It was just a makeup collection. So this is not a declutter video. I am not planning on decluttering my collection. I watch a lot of those videos. I find them ridiculously entertaining. However, I get really agitated when I see people declutter and then they go and buy a bunch of stuff, because I'm like, yeah, that stuff might not have been your favorite, but at the same time, what am I trying to say? At the same time, like, you're kind of wasting your money, because in my mind, if I bought it, I need to use it. Which is also kind of a theme throughout my entire collection, which hopefully you will see. I don't stack any products. I really hate watching collections and they go into their blushes and they're like this. You have no idea what colors these are. Now, if I have something that has like a magical bind, like this isn't stacked, but for example, you can see what color it is, or it's something very distinctive, like in my eyeshadow palettes, which you'll see what I'm talking about. I do stack those, but I try to make sure everything is laid out so I can really see what I have and make sure I'm using everything. By all means, I am in no way trying to brag. If you don't like makeup collection videos, please don't watch this. I mean, I love them. I think this is really helpful. I also, as you may or may not know, I'm really trying to use up a lot of things this year because I'm moving in May. And also, I just have things that are kind of getting a little bit old. So I'm doing a project polish, a 7 by spring, and a 15 and 15. All of that will be linked down below in a playlist called Use It Up. So whatever you're interested in, you can see that. Also, I've done quite a few product reviews on some of these products. So I'll link that whole playlist below in case you're interested in something. And then if you are like, oh, I really want you to review this, please go ahead and let me know. Any kind of videos that you see, let me know. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Oh, also, you'll see that everything is stored in Birchbox or Glossy Box lids or boxes, just because it's free. I would like to get some of those things like by Allegory and stuff, but right now that's just not a priority. Obviously, if they sent it to me, I would be like, thank you, but let's be honest, it's probably not going to happen. But anyway, let's get into the collection. So this is where I do my makeup. This is an Alex 6 drawers. I'm sitting on an ottoman. And this is where I film and do my makeup. I like to have my drawers down below. I'm sorry if you see all this blue. That's stuff I'm trying to haul. All this blue everywhere. Last night I was painting my nails, and I spilled it everywhere. So if any of y'all know how to get nail polish out of carpet, let me know. As you can see over here, this is not the first time this has happened. It's a little embarrassing. But here's the top of my Alex 6 drawers. I kind of use this as a vanity. It's not the biggest thing in the world. I would like to have something a little bit larger, but it definitely works for right now. Over here, this is a tin I got at IKEA in a set of 3, and it houses all of my face brushes. I don't have that many face brushes. I don't have that many brushes in general. I think I would like to get some more, maybe some better quality ones, because I do think that really matters. I have a beauty blender, which I used today, so it is dirty. And then I also have my eye brushes in this thing I got from a Vera Bradley set that had pencils. Those are my 6 project polish things. I don't think it looks the best keeping all this makeup on my vanity. Like these are my 15 and 15. Usually I have even more, because you might notice throughout the video, if you see gaps in my collection stuff, everything that's on my face is not in my collection right now, because I put it somewhere so I can link it all down for you below. I don't think it's the best, but I don't know a better way to do it. I want to keep it up, so I'm making sure I'm using it. So if you'll have a better idea, let me know, please. That candle does not go there. As you can see, this is my rig for when I'm using my phone. That's how I can get it at the right height, so I'm not like quadruple chinning it for you. But this is really pretty. It's a vanity box from, I don't know when, but it's definitely an antique. I got it at an antique store. And I keep my cotton pads in that, so I really love that. It's very Old South to me, and I am Southern, so I like it. This is just a Sterilite thing. I got it at Target. It's nothing super beautiful, but I keep all of my skincare in it. And then these two are in my Project Polish. But I think if I store it upside down, I can get even more use out of it. Not Project Polish, 15 by 15. I apologize. This is all my cleansers, makeup wipes, just removing makeup. This drawer is my moisturizing toners, moisturizers, eye creams, etc. to really, rehydrate my skin after I do that. And the bottom's kind of a hodgepodge. It's where I keep my inventory, which I'm going to read out to y'all. Keep a list of what I've bought for my makeup buying plan of 2015, which I'll go ahead and link that below in case you're like, what are you talking about? And any kind of masks or anything like that. That again is my project, or my 15 and 15. So, if you open the first drawer, this is my base drawer. Those, what do you call those things? Washcloths. These are already makeup stained, and I brush my brushes off on them while I'm doing my makeup so I don't have to wash my brushes every single day, because I don't think anyone actually does that. If you do, awesome. This right here are my foundations, and again, if you see things missing, or if you like count it and you're like, Becky, you don't have that many, stuff is missing from this collection because they're either up here or it's on my face today and stuff. And I do also count all of my samples, and you'll see throughout the video that samples like this, or even deluxe size samples like a lot of these things are all in my collection. They're not in a box somewhere. I find when you do that, you don't really use it. You just have a sample box or bag and you hardly ever go into it. For me, everything is out together, so I know I'll actually use the stuff. I hope that makes sense. To me, I think that's the best way to do it. So, anyway, these are my foundations. Mainly drugstore. Lots of CoverGirl, L'Oreal, Neutrogena, Almay, just a bunch of everything. I'm probably not going to read, y'all can see what's here. So I'm trying to, just for time's sake, because I know these videos are obviously probably pretty long, not necessarily read after everything. If you have anything you want more information about, please let me know. I do have a couple of videos that are like, I go into detail and swatch and everything a certain item. I have those in a makeup collection playlist, as well as like my old collections. That'll be linked down below as well. So if you are interested in that or want to see that in any of these products, please let me know. So anyway, sorry. This is my foundations. I have 16 foundations. Back here are my primers, and I have 6 primers. Over here are my BB creams, and I have 6 BB creams. Down here, this is a Birchbox lid, are my concealers. Some of them are brightening, some of them are super high coverage, some of them are color correcting, just whatever. And these are 13. And over here are my just powders, and these, and I do include, like, this is technically a powder foundation. I don't know if this is or not, I don't know, but I do include powders and powder foundations together, and of those I have 10. So my second drawer, oh, and I forgot to mention as well, these things are just standard drawer liners. It does take a long time, but it makes your stuff not roll around near as much and keeps it a lot nicer in my opinion. So I just got those at like Target, and I lined all of my drawers. So here are my blushes, bronzers, highlights, and as you can see, there is a couple of palettes in here. I did open up all of the palettes, like let's go into this one. And I counted, okay, well in here is 3 bronzers and a highlight. Just for this drawer specifically, because I don't have like that many palettes in general. So, this is my blushes, and I have 26 blushes. And again, you see that little foil packet back there. Keep it all together. And this and this are technically like lip and cheek, but I usually like it better on the cheek, so that's where I keep it. Over here are my bronzers and contours and just kind of, anything that's used to warm up the face. And this guy, who I still don't know what to do with. It's a weird color. It's kind of a terracotta reddy brown shade that I can't really do anything with. So anyway, I count that as a bronzer though, and I have 14 bronzers. And over here I have highlights, and of those I have 12. I also wanted to mention that I have some palettes down below in my fourth drawer that include face products, such as like blush and bronzer or highlighter, you know, cheek products like this drawer, and I did count those as well. And this drawer is one of my favorites. It is my eye drawer. Eye makeup is by far my favorite kind of makeup. I don't know. I would be more comfortable. Not like, okay, I don't want to say that because I leave the house without makeup all the time, but I'd rather be able to like do my eye makeup than like put on concealer. I just really like it. I'm not afraid to wear a lot of it. I decided, hey, I'm 22 years old. I don't have a job yet. Might as well enjoy it while I can, right? Over here, I have my colorless eye bases. So just kind of like eyelid primers and things. And of those, I have 3. And this drawer is my cream shadows. So these have color. I much prefer cream shadows, and as you can see, I have quite a bit. In this little spot, I also have these kind of things, which are like jars that have pigments in them. But I counted them separately, but just because I don't know where else they should go, they belong there. So cream shadows, and I do have these duo-ended ones, and I counted those as 2, I believe. Maybe I only counted them as 1. I'm not actually sure. But for cream shadows, I have 23. And then the next thing is pigment, so I counted these things as well as any kind of loose shadows, mineral shadows, L'Oreal Infallibles, which again, as you can see, these are stacked. But you see how well you can see the actual colors? Love that. This Stila Magnificent Metals, I wasn't really sure what to put that in, so I just put it in with the pigments. And of pigments, I have 11. Next, we have just your standard pressed single shadows. Even though these Almay Shadow Softies, I'm not sure if I got like a weird one, but I got a duo pack, and they're almost like a cream, but whatever. I count them with just normal ones, and I also have one over here that I use for my eyebrows a lot. And of those, I have 17. Then you come to my liquid liners. I also have a gel one that usually sits here, my Maybelline one, but it's on my face today. These are my colorful ones. These are my black ones. And of liquid and gel eyeliners, I have 9. This is one of the things that I do think is a little extreme, and I need to work on, and it's my mascara. Now, this is a lot of mascara, and the worst thing about it is all of these are my open mascaras. Behind there, as you can see, I also have mascaras that are not opened yet. I know that's bad. You shouldn't open a lot. When I first started my channel, I was really just opening everything. And whenever I get something in a Birchbox or whatnot, I want to review it for you guys. But this is definitely something I'm trying to work on in not having as many open mascaras. But mascaras opened and closed, I have 26. Then you see over here, I have this Stila 10. This came with 5 smudge sticks for Christmas of 2013. And in this one, I have all of my brown and black eyeliners. Some of these have glitter, some of them are matte, but this is where I go for those. And then in this Birchbox back here are all of my colored liners. And you can see them all, but also the great thing about storing with Birchbox is if you want to really get a good look, you can just pick it up and then it slides right back into place perfectly. But of colored and neutral, just, you know, I counted all my eyeliners together, and I also have an eyebrow pencil right there. That's in my 15 and 15. I have 40. This is my palette drawer, and I realize that to a lot of people, palettes are like 5 or more or something like that, and I would probably agree with that, but when I say palette drawer, I really mean anything that's more than a single shadow. So you can see there are some duos right there, some quads, a trio, pretty much anything like that. Some big palettes. Some of these are limited edition. Some of these, like this one, has face products. So does that one. Anything that has face products, again, I did already count. And these are also stored, but you can see that Stila one actually has the name of it, and the other one's my Maya Mia palette. Because their binds are so unique and they just happen to be the exact right size, I do stack these because as you can see, I'm running out of room. And I don't like, the one thing I don't like about the Alex drawers is they don't open quite all the way. So you see I have space back there, but I don't want to put stuff back there because I can't see it. So, of all of my duos, trios, palettes, whatever you want to call it, I have 34. And I actually also counted each individual shadow. And you know, like for these baked duos that are really one and the same, I just counted that as 2. You know what I'm saying. I counted each individual shadow, and I have 163 shadows in this drawer, which is pretty much kind of a lot, let's be honest. Next is my lip drawer, and I really love, I know that like over there it looks a little bit messy and stuff, but I really love the way I have this organized. Again, these are all Birchbox lids, and I have it organized by color. So right here are my lip liners, my chapsticks, and my clear lips glosses and things. Right here are my hot pink products, my reds, my berries. I have that one little lip palette just that sits there. So that's like my berries, I don't know, some of them are darker, some of them are lighter. They're not really pinks, but they're not really reds, so they live there. In the back there I have purple. In between I have brownie nudes. In the back I have nudes, orangey coral shades, and then light pinks. Now I do, again, if I decide, oh, today I'm going to wear a nude lip, I can just pull this out and really go through all of my nude products. That's what I did today. I'm wearing like a corally orange lip, so I just pulled that out. So this is what we got. Some of them are stacked a little bit, which I don't love, but I try to have everything laid out as nicely as possible. So I didn't do things by color because I thought it might be a little bit too nitpicky. I just did glosses and lipsticks. But I have 12 treatments, and then I have something called lip insurance, which I just consider like a base. I have 2 lip liners. I would like more. I never really understood lip liners, and then I started wearing them, and I really like the way they look. And then for glosses, I have 60, and I have 70 lipsticks. It's kind of hard because some things like the Too Faced Melted lipsticks, I count that as a lipstick, but then I also have lip lacquers that I counted as glosses. And then like my, that's from JCat Beauty, and that's from OCC, like the lip tars and stuff. I don't really know where to put those. So that's not like necessarily like a clear cut, but you know what I'm saying. In either way you cut it, it's 130 lip products. And down here is my nail drawer. This is the bottom because it's the heaviest stuff, and I hope it doesn't ever break. Sorry, that was my leg. But if it does, I'd rather it break on the bottom than like the first drawer, obviously. So, over here are my clear bases and top coats, my manicure set. I have some like files and an oil treatment. I have some jewels and stuff. And then here's all my colors. I do have them in color order. So I have like golds, reds, pinks, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples. Then it goes to blacks and silvers and whites. And then in the very back is just kind of multicolored stuff. You can see that those have fallen. That does happen when I open and close the drawer, unfortunately. But for the most part, they are in pretty good order. And I also, as you can see, hopefully, the glare is not too terrible, that I do swatch each one. I take a Q-tip and I put it in the pot. And then I swatch it on top, like right there. I know that one's probably the worst one I could have grabbed. There you go. I swatch each one on top so I can actually see the product. Because some of them, when you're looking over, like this color, you don't really know what color that is. Or this one, if you didn't have the swatches. So I did do swatches of each. And then I have those NYX sticks over there, which I really like the idea of, but the brush on them dries out. So, that is my collection video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all real soon. Bye!